The 21st century needs you, viewers. Across the boundaries of time and space, you have been chosen to save planet Earth from a monstrous alien invasion. Rise to the challenge with courage, skill, and the help of 3 fantastic devices: a rocket suit, a ray gun, and a powerful wrist computer. Only you can change our planet's destiny as the world's first hero of the future, Rocket Ranger. This is Rocket Ranger from Beam Software and Kemco, released in 1990. Not a very well-known game, not a very well-received game, but one I had as a kid and kind of liked. It makes more sense now to me because I've, grown older and all of that. Like many Cinemaware games, the original Rocket Ranger, its multi-platform, was developed by Cinemaware. It draws its inspiration from Hollywood and very, very heavily the Rocketeer comics. This title pays homage to many 1950s sci-fi serials, using the look and feel of the serials, including action-packed cutscenes and an art treatment loyal to the futuristic visions of the era. It also features the cliché elements of the era, including a dashing, courageous hero and a beautiful, voluptuous damsel in distress in need of rescue. So, sitting in a top-secret bunker one night, puzzling over some challenging physics problems, some futuristic artifacts are amazingly teleported to the player, in the role of a U.S. Army scientist, along with a note that says the artifacts are from the future, a future in which the Nazis won World War II, and subsequently were able to enslave the entire world. The scientists who sent the artifacts did so in the hope that the player could reverse the outcome of the war, a war Nazi Germany should have rightfully lost. The success of the Nazis is based on their use of a mineral named lunarium, which has the ability to lower the IQ of human males drastically, thus effectively preventing military resistance when the Nazis invade. The lunarium is dropped in the form of bombs from a fleet of Zeppelins flying at a higher altitude than anti-aircraft guns could possibly reach. What is even more puzzling is that the lunarium is, as the name indicates, only mineable on the moon, and mankind so far does not have the technology to reach it. Using a rocket pack and a radium pistol, the player must fly around the world fighting the escalating Nazi technology. Sometimes this includes shooting down enemy fighters with the radium pistol to intercept enemy shipments. Sometimes the sequences degenerate into bare-knuckle fistfights with enemy Nazi guards in order to gain rocket parts, and sometimes he has to disable a defense of 2 available lunarium depots to get fuel for both his own rocket pack and the rocket ship he must assemble. From time to time, the hero must catch up with the kidnapped scientist and his voluptuous daughter, who is the love interest in the game, in a Zeppelin. In these encounters, the player must engage in dialogue with them, notable for the time featuring digitized speech to win their trust. One part of the game takes the form of a strategy game. From a world map display, the player directs 5 agents to search for hidden Nazi bases, and they can also organize resistance to show the enemy's advance towards the U.S. The ultimate goal of the game is to collect the 5 parts of the rocket ship and 500 units of lunarium to get to the moon and close down the mine. But, as it turns out, the Nazis were not the only one involved in the scheme. An interplanetary union of fascists, which was formed by aliens, have struck a deal with the Germans in order to achieve final victory. The Rocket Ranger must battle one of these aliens. Now, it's quite a bit different from the NES version. This was released on the Amiga, DOS, Commodore 64, the Apple II GS, the Atari ST, and the NES. The NES version, not so much Nazis and aliens. It's pretty much just aliens. But everything else is basically the same. It's a pretty fun game. It's not super great, but it's pretty good. The Amiga version also featured no Nazis, but aliens. This is a localized version for Germany, where references to Nazis and swastikas were not allowed in video games at the time, not even as antagonists. However, the original designs were retained, which raised logical questions about why the aliens would adopt German World War II technology and be largely successful with it. This version was also the basis for the NES port due to Nintendo's strict content restrictions at the time. So the NES version really more based on the Amiga version than any of the others. It's a fun game. It's pretty generic, pretty bland little action game when you get into it, but the art style, the way the story plays out, even all the different types of action sequences, from the shooting and the punching and the everything else, make the game pretty fun. I wish I still had it. I'm going to someday be let's playing this though. Someday.